The price of groceries is absolutely insane in this country. In this video, for instance, you're gonna see some crazy cases of groceries going well over $200, $300, and it doesn't even last a week anymore. I mean, what happened to when groceries were under $100 and it will last a big family more than a week? What happened to those days? I mean, surely I can't be the only person missing those days. We need to bring those days back because we just cannot afford these new grocery prices anymore in this country. Keep watching this video to see some people share their stories.
Back with another grocery haul. Y'all, this stuff was $29.99. I always get something I want to try, y'all. This sounds like it's going to be good. Chicken broth. Literally, y'all, this is all I got.
Someone tell me how this makes sense. 2.87 pounds for $14.32. Sanderson Farms. 4.91 pounds for $13.70. Same thing. Chicken breast with rib meat. Chicken breast with rib meat. Do better one, Dixie.
Okay, so these are going up to $10.99 now. What the heck? They were only $6.19, and they're like the little mini ones that are 8 ounces instead of the regular 16. So they went up quite a lot.
I'm an American. I live outside Portland, Oregon. Do you know how much I just spent on one bag of groceries? And like this oranges and these bread that didn't go in the bag. Okay, so before coupons, it was $68. And then after the coupons were taken off and like I got things on sale, it was like $55 for all of this. This bread is over $7. It's gluten-free and it's the only thing I could eat. Mandarins, they were on sale, but normally these are like $7-8, sometimes $9 for like a bag of mandarins. Bananas, obviously, which I already bruised. One thing of creamer, 4 apples, 5 Yukon potatoes, 1 onion, tzatziki sauce that was on sale, sugar that was not super cheap, I think like $5 or something, but it's like sugar-free sugar, monk-free sugar. The berries were on sale. Normally berries are ridiculous here, but I got strawberries and blueberries. And some old deli meat that was also on sale, but still like it was like $4. And then this, it was 6 yuan. This is my favorite cheese. Yeah, all this stuff. It was over $60, and then coupons. Send us help.
We all know capitalism loves to screw us over, but we didn't think it was going to be this obvious. This one is marked as $35, but then it has this little piece of tape, and I kind of pre-pulled it, which says it's 90. This one says it's 150. But it's up here for 120. So those little white tags, like look, they're here and here. They get to pretend they're getting a deal. Talking about capitalism and all the different ways that it screws us kind of diverges from my normal content, but like if you see something, say something, you know? And I saw something and I wanted to say something.
Just left ShopRite and I got 4 things. 4 things. Let me show you what I got. Coffee, cilantro, a little heavy cream, and coffee creamer. How much do you think I spent? How much do you think I spent? That's all I gotta say.
And then you can give me the dragon fruit. I'm like, what do you have to feel? Thank you. Okay. Chickens. I'm actually scared. This cart looks really full.
Total 10, 177.
Okay, so everybody knows everything is expensive every fucking where, right? Cost of inflation through the roof. I live in Cali. Let me show you what I just spent $47 on in the grocery store. Okay, watch. When I tell you I spent $47, this is what I got. A bag of salad, thing of kielbasa, thing of cheese, protein bars, juice, bread, milk, and mini Pepsis. $47 and some change. I don't even want to hear it, y'all. This is bullshit.
I spent $390 on groceries for my family of 6 that will last us a full 2 weeks. And so I wanted to take you through and show you what I got and how I will make this food last for so long, how I meal planned around the food that I got home from a big trip that we were on for 10 days. And so there was no food in the house. I had to restock all of our bread. My kids love this sourdough bread and I love this Dave's Killer bread. So we'll freeze the loaves and use them when we need them. I meal plan around what I already have in my house. I got these naan breads for chicken curry that I'm going to make, and we'll do pizza naan with these one night. I always get a rotisserie chicken from Sam's Club because they're so affordable and my kids love the meat. I'll make it into chicken salad that they can have for lunches and snacks. I just ran out of ground beef, so I had to buy this really large loaf. This is like $52. I'll slice it up. And then freeze it in individual Ziploc bags. Also, I grabbed stuff for lunches, dino nuggets and chicken breasts. I also use these for a dinner that I make a yummy chicken salad. And like a lot of the stuff that I got was just essentials. We got a bunch of produce. I got these croissants for lunches. And then back here, if you can see it, is all of my produce items: bananas, asparagus, green beans, peppers, cucumbers, lettuce, milk, yogurt, cream, deli meat, and butter. Sometimes the grocery order that I place, the produce won't last a full 2 weeks. So I'll place another order if I need to in the meantime, just to give us enough produce to get us through. But then everything else, we've got chicken tenders. I've got 5 dozen eggs back here, egg whites, some barbecue sauce because we ran out of it, protein drinks. These Nuri protein drinks are from Costco and Sam's Club have them, but right now they're on sale at Sam's Club. So if you like these protein drinks, go grab them. It makes them just over $1 a protein drink, and they're 30 grams of protein. So my husband and I love to have these on hand for quick and go protein drink. Okay, that is my grocery order. Like I said, 2-week grocery shopping changed my life. It helped me spend less time meal planning, less time at the grocery store, and I save a lot of money. This was just under $400 and it'll feed my family for 2 weeks, which means we spend about $800 a month on groceries, and we live in Northern California. If you want to learn my method on what I do to help me meal plan, help me save time, and help me save so much money every month, just drop shop below. Okay, see you guys later.
I don't know if it's just me, but Walmart prices been looking real targety. And I'm gonna be honest, the only reason I went to Walmart was because they had cheaper prices. But if Target and Walmart gonna cost the same, I might as well go to fucking Target.
So I'm at Publix right now. I got my little reusable bag that just fell on the floor. But how come nobody is talking about $7.29 for a bag of chips? We're all talking about eggs, but what about these $7.29 chips? That's crazy.
So it's really starting to settle in that no matter if you go to the grocery store or eat out, it's the same damn price. One could almost argue that it might be cheaper to eat out certain places than it is now to buy the groceries to cook for yourself. You've heard me say before that we spend our money on food. It is obviously a non-negotiable. You need it. And so in our house, we don't really do a whole lot of complaining on money spent on food because that's what everybody likes to do. But at the same time, as I'm looking at this receipt for one meal and just 2 little extra things, it occurs to me that I probably don't mind the more homey one-pot Latino meals because they're so much cheaper than when we go to cook American meals. We bought the fixings for homemade hamburgers and it was almost $100. I buy the fixings for enchiladas, tacos, rice and beans, stuff like that, and cost is substantially different. Just another reminder not to take these things for granted, especially at a time when inflation is like super inflation and not everybody has the ability to sustain as easily. I feel very blessed that we're still able to take care of these kinds of things. And I was like looking at Jonathan like, shit, we should have just eaten burgers out tonight because would have been the same cost. Only difference is
Whole Foods fruit be looking so freaking good. Oops. But then you see that price and you be like, this bag.
These are $16.99. $16.99 for 2 pounds of strawberries? Is this really what we're doing?
Back with another grocery haul. Y'all, this stuff was $29.99. I always get something I want to try, y'all. This sounds like it's going to be good. Chicken broth. Literally, y'all, this is all I got.
I keep hearing people say that groceries are more expensive than eating out these days, and that might be true. If you can't grocery shop worth a damn. Oh, a McDonald's burger is $7, but all the ingredients for a burger at the grocery store is $17. Yeah, but you can have burgers all week. It might not be what you want, but 8 out of 10 times, groceries are always going to be cheaper. Now, do I want to cook? That's a different story. There have been times when all I had was 2 nickels to rub together. I would go to the store and buy a rotisserie chicken, a sack of potatoes, and vegetables for like $30, and that would last me all week. You try to go out there and eat out on $30 all week and try to get decent protein and nutrition, and especially if you're trying to lose weight. You try to go out there and eat healthy, eating out on a budget, and see if you need to sell a kidney. Another example is pre-cut fruit. I love me some pre-cut watermelon from Publix. Ooh, the best. But if my funds were low, I gotta cut the damn watermelon myself. I could buy a watermelon for $6, and 3 slices of Publix watermelon is like $6.50. So yes, grocery shopping is more expensive than eating out, if you can grocery shop correctly.
I just went into the grocery store and got 5 things, and these 5 things total $50. I got 3 things of butter, vinaigrette, and a thing of paper towels. It's no way on God's green earth that 5 things should total $50.
I already told you you're not saving on your grocery bill because you're not following me. Every week I get on here and I tell you what's on sale at Jewel's. And it doesn't have to be Jewel's. It could be Pete's. It could be Fair Play. It could be whatever store you go to. But you're not following me, which is why you're spending $400 a month on a family of 3. No. That's just too much. That's just too much. My thing is, we have lost the skill, and that skill was learning how to shop on a sale. My grandmother taught me how to shop on a sale. She told me that it's so important that you look at a sales paper before you go to a grocery store. Mostly because of the competing prices. You could go to Fair Play, but Jules probably saw Fair Play sale and was like, oh, we could do one better. But also because that's how you save on groceries. You shouldn't, for the life of me, I don't understand it, pay full price for anything at the grocery store. Anything at the grocery store. You should always do grocery shopping 1 week at a time, because each week it changes. If you see something on sale that your family likes, you should stock up on it. Because why wait until you run out and pay full price when you could get it on sale and then it'll save you $3? It don't make any sense. So follow me and we gonna get it together. We are. Love y'all. Bye.
Please tell me why my total at the grocery store was $30 today, and this is all I got. 2 bundles of cilantro, the smallest pack of blueberries, the smallest pack of strawberries, 1 pack of deli meat, and 2 packs of tofu. That's it. That's all I got. Here's the receipt. $30.63. I could not believe it. I thought they made a mistake.
Something that I'm realizing more and more while I try to stick to a very strict grocery budget, sometimes you're gonna eat a meal that just is meh. It's just meh. We've been teaching that to our kids, that sometimes you just have a meal and it's not terrible, so we're gonna eat it even though we don't really love it, and it's fine. But it still sucks sometimes.
Today is Saturday, February 14th, 2026. A year ago on February 1st, 2025, I walked through Walmart looking at various grocery items to keep track of grocery price changes, because Donald Trump promised us lower prices. So I'm on my way to Walmart. I'm gonna see if I can find those exact same grocery items and see how much, if anything, the prices has changed.
Okay, so we have the Roma tomatoes, which apparently went down,
and the avocados, which also went down. Okay, we have green peppers, which looks like it went down also. I'll have to look at the pricing from last year. Strawberries went up slightly. Bananas stayed the same. Tomatoes went down. Ground chuck did go up. And the famous pepper jack cheese slices stayed the same. I'm happy that certain things did go down, even though it's only by a couple of cents. It's a change, okay? But the things that went up significantly. And a lot of families are still struggling with food insecurities. And there are people that stated that they specifically voted for Donald Trump because of grocery store prices. Like that twat waffle who said she was voting for Donald Trump because of sliced cheese. And the sliced cheese didn't change. So if somebody could forward this video to that fucking twat waffle, how you feel now? How's your grocery store prices? Fuck off.
Like, it's really getting ridiculous. There's just no reason why stuff should be costing this much. Man, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm so tired of going to these stores, getting 5 items, and when you get the total, it's $100. Baby, what did I get? Baby, what did I get? Why did I only get 5 items and it's $100? Like, the grocery stores and food and water just has went up too tremendously for me. Every time they give me a total, I'm like, babe, what did I get? Because I'm confused as to what made it $100. All I got was a pack of chicken, some asparagus, some sweet potatoes, some rice cakes, and some water. That was $106. Why? Why? I just don't understand why everything. Baby, you could get 100 items for $100 back in the day. I remember that. Now, that's why everybody's struggling now. Then you be like, okay, let me go out to eat. Go out to eat, spend $200 for 2 meals. So, baby, you just can't win for losing. Like, it's getting ridiculous out here. That's why people is struggling. Rent high, gas high. Baby, I got a BMW, a little two-door. Take $65 to fill it up. Why $65 for this little car? I'm just confused. Why is rent $2,200 for a 2-bedroom? And then y'all building these apartments with these cheap material, but the rent $2,000. It's not making no sense. And then the thing that pisses me off the most, why minimum wage is still $25? Now y'all know food done went up, gas done went up, rent done went up, but the minimum wage still $7.25? What they do that is? Hair done went up, nails done went up. Y'all, these nails right here, they not long. Y'all see them? Ain't nothing fancy for real. All she did was mix the two, a tan, a light brown, and a dark brown, and put it on there, and did a little piece of strip of gold. That's how much this was. $120. Then 3 of them broke within a week. Why am I paying $120 and the nails breaking within a week? I goes back. So she fixed them all for free. Why the day she fixed them, another one broke? I don't understand why everything started going up. Silk presses over $120, but your hair blow up 2 hours later. I'm upset and I'm frustrated. I'm tired of spending all this money. Then in Houston, you can't even drive on the interstate without toll fees. Why? Why is everything costing? You can't park nowhere. It's $40 a park. Why? Some stuff need to be free. Oh, and if you don't pay the money, your car gonna get towed and to get your car out, that's gonna be $600. I just don't understand. To drive, it costs. To park, it costs. To eat, it costs. To drink, it costs. Everything just costing too much, and I'm just tired. I'm tired.
after finishing this entire video, it is really outrageous and upsetting. And it's really kind of scary how much people are paying for just basic things. If you really think about it, people need groceries to eat, to survive. And, you know, because that's literally one of the most basic things is food and safety and water. And yet these things people cannot take for granted. I mean, everything has a price. Even nowadays you need to pay for water. And by the way, has anyone noticed the price of spring water, bottled water, actually has gone up tremendously? I think a case used to be like around $4. Now it's around $6. So that's like a 50% increase in the past, like, you know, less than 10 years, which is more than a 10% increase every year. I mean, just for a basic thing like water, that it's an essential to human survival. And frankly, you know, we should be paying way less than that. And yet here we are. And what about other things that are so expensive, like meat and vegetables, fruit? Just, you know, these are all basic things that Americans kind of expect, you know, to have meat, at least a meal, you know, every day and every other day at least. And with the price of meat these days and that price tag only increasing, I'm not sure that's going to be the case much longer. Soon enough, maybe people have to go back to a diet of eating like fried beans or canned food or something, which is definitely not good for anyone and their health either. And it's just really, really sad how we have this supposedly really rich society and economy, and on paper everyone should be thriving, should be doing well, and yet people's lived experience really says otherwise. I mean, so many Americans, so many people are sharing their stories on here, are struggling, absolutely struggling to make ends meet, and nobody is hearing their voice. Why is that? I mean, this is really, really sad, and something needs to change.